site of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studios in Madison. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, presented by Bud Light on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Oh, baby! Wood Miley time! It was KBN, Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, live from American Family Field at X-Golf. What a view, what a day. The Brewers kick off the wild card tonight, 6:05, right here at American Family Field. I'll be bringing it all show long. I'm Ben Brust. We are presented by the official beer of the NFL, Bud Light. He's Kyle Wallace. Say something, Kyle.
Well, this is incredible. I'm live from AFM Field from X-Golf. This is great. It's game day, playoff day, baby.
It is playoff day. Obviously, the news yesterday of Brandon Woodruff was a little bit disheartening, but at the same time, I trust in Craig Counsell. In Craig, I trust. Next to me as well is Brad Nortman, the 6-year NFL punter. Brad, what up?
What up? I mean, man, playoff baseball, the view we got, the day we got, you can't beat this.
Wade Miley! I cannot wait. And the reason why, if you don't know why I'm screaming Wade Miley, I've had love for Wade ever since the 2018 season. And my guy with that lefty cutter is going to be needed, not tonight, Corb's got us, but whenever Wade's number is called, whether it be Freddie or Wade for Game 2, he will answer the bell when needed with Brandon out. We got a lot to get to today. Excited to be joined by Andy North to talk a little Andy North and Friends event coming up for the Carbone Cancer Center. President of Baseball Operations Rick Schlesinger is going to join us. Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust is happening. We're going to try some of the newest dishes here made by the pro chef here at American Family Field. So we're going to be feasting. It doesn't get any better than this. This is what you live to do in our world, and we're here to provide you some entertainment along the way. Again, Kyle, Brust, Nortman, presented by Bud Light across ESPN Wisconsin. Streaming on YouTube. Also get us at KBN ESPN. But we almost didn't make the show. It took a little bit of time to make sure that we were all going to get in the same car, get to the parking lot. Brad and I would consider Brad and I more of the regimented type guys, maybe stick to a strict schedule, a little bit more of nervous Nellies by nature, more of a planner, make sure we're there. I don't want to run into traffic. I want to get there, make sure we're set. And then we got Kyle Boo Boo Pants, who right before we leave the offices to head to American Family Field, took his sweet-ass time, and I mean when I say that. As Brad, according to your calculations, it was about what?
I had 18 minutes.
18 minutes. In the facilities. And Kyle then proceeded to tell us that you're crazy if you take less than 10 minutes in the facilities. I think that's bonkers, Kyle.
No.
It is a work day.
No.
We're here at American Family Field. We were almost not going to make the show because of your tummy problems. And take it from here.
If we're going to tell a story, let's tell the real story and the true story.
Well, I don't know what.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. I let them know before. I said, hey, fellas, listen. Before we do anything, I got to use the bathroom. So if we're going to carpool, I need to use the bathroom. Oh, go. You're fine. I said, are y'all sure? I got to use the bathroom.
Well, you didn't give us the time.
I didn't think I need to tell y'all the exact time, so I get up and I use the bathroom, and I think taking 18 minutes to get up and use the bathroom, that's sensible. That's how much time it should take. Honestly, if you take less than 10 minutes to use the bathroom, that precious time in the bathroom, something's wrong with you. You know what Americans did in the bathroom? That is our peaceful time. That's our time to make phone calls, check calls. Back in the day, they used to read the newspaper.
Phone calls?
I made a whole phone call.
you're telling me you made a phone call?
I made two.
Never called me.
I made two. I had 2 phone calls I took. All in 18 minutes, I was able to poop and relieve myself to make sure I was good to come here. I was able to talk to my lady friend, and I was able to handle business. I did a lot. I was very productive, and that's what you do while you're on the toilet. So I don't know why anybody's pooping for less than 10 minutes.
Do you let the other person know that your environment as
Not
you're
their
in this
business.
conversation?
It's
So
not
you
your
think
business.
I feel like you have to let somebody know where you are.
You know, if you can hear the echo.
So, here's the thing. Let's get it on Twitter at KBN ESPN. Is it acceptable to use the facilities and take a phone call from there? And let alone
100%.
2 phone calls.
Initiate a phone call.
Initiate a phone call using the facilities.
Was actually on the phone, told somebody else, let me hang up because I got to take this other employee.
Oh my God!
And so I had to. It was an important call I had to take. I didn't have time for that. This is what I'm talking about. Maximize the time. And the whole time there, I was doing my thing.
Yeah, we heard.
And actually, I'll be honest with you. The guy who I talked to on the phone, I had the phone, and the other hand, I was wiping. I was multitasking at one time.
I have a couple of
Y'all want to touch my phone at all, or anybody want to hold my phone?
That doesn't bother me. I'll hold your phone. I'll lick it.
Wow, that's
really?
Nah, I mean, I would if you really want me to. I don't care that much. Look, we're all in the bathroom. We all wipe our butts. But what I will say is, where did you use the restroom?
I don't want to tell. I went
CB,
downstairs.
Yeah, you're not supposed to go downstairs.
I don't want. What do you? Well, excuse me. First and foremost, I can use any restroom around here.
No. I got banned because we're not supposed to use number 2 down there.
Who said that?
The director of facilities.
Well, I'll tell you this. I went downstairs somewhere else. I have a secret place that I use the bathroom at because I'm the type of person that I need to be in a peaceful place that I know is clean thoroughly. And, our bathrooms are nice. I don't, it's a lot of in and out,
I'm tattling.
I'm telling you, I used the bathroom somewhere downstairs, but it was not in our facility.
800-990-3776. Again, 800-990-3776. Is it okay to initiate a phone call from the restroom? Pete and McGuanago chimes in as Brad Nortman is known as Oatmeal on this show. Eating Brad's oatmeal or not eating Brad's oatmeal was the question mark, and I think that's good. Maybe Kyle's issues can be cured.
No. What did I tell you yesterday? I said, is there fiber in oatmeal?
Yeah, there is. And fiber is good for you.
And I told you, if it is, I can't do it in the morning time because it will cause for things to happen between 2 to 5.
If you're taking 18 minutes in the facilities, that's too long.
That's
Something's wrong, Kyle.
That's why I said I can't during a 4-minute break. Nothing is wrong with that. Something's wrong with you all.
Wrong.
So what are you
Think
doing in 10 minutes?
You're
You're sitting down and just bloop, 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 and then wiping?
You sound distracted in there is the
No,
problem.
it
sounds
focused.
like you're not just in there and moving on with your day.
Here's the problem with y'all. See, my
What do you mean, y'all?
my mental health is clear. You know my mental health is clear because I appreciate every moment of my life, whether it's working, whether it's taking a shower, whether it's taking a boo-boo. I love every single moment and appreciate it. So I'm not going to sit there and rush myself and push stuff out. Absolutely not. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to get myself relaxed. I'm going to let it naturally flow out of me, and I'm not just going to wipe after the first
I don't
flow.
think there's a lot of natural going in 18 minutes.
There's a lot of natural. You got to sit
embellishing.
and make sure you clean yourself thoroughly as well. That was a very good time. I'm not embellishing. It was a good time. I feel great.
JJ and Poinet chimes in, 800-990-3776. It is acceptable neither to initiate nor take a phone call while on the toilet. Maybe number 1 if you put it on mute while not needing to talk. And that is something that I have done before. You can take a phone call. If you know they're a long talker, you put them on mute, and then you maybe unmute and say, yep, mute again, and then you take care of business. Now, it is sad that right now I didn't get wished happy birthday by either of you on the air.
Well, you wanted to talk about my pooping behavior.
So it leads me to this. So I played a little toilet phone tag, ironically, today. So in my family, my immediate family, right, siblings, parents, just the core, like girlfriend you see, whatever. My family that lives away from me, we call each other on the birthday. And so it becomes a game of phone tag sometimes. So I missed my brother's initial call to me, and then I called him, and he did not take the call. He sent me a toilet emoji and a toilet paper roll emoji, and I was like, all good.
Nope.
I'll try after.
He ain't a real one.
Yeah, well, no, he's a real one.
So I would have said, hey, bro, happy birthday.
Then
And you would have heard the echo.
Then I had my morning coffee, and I treated myself to a donut, which led me to the restroom, which he called me when I was on the toilet, and I ignored, and I just replied to his emojis, and I sent the same emojis back.
What are y'all doing with your lives? Why are you you are blocking your blessing from talking to your brother all because you're on the toilet? What's wrong?
It's not.
No,
it's respect to others.
Respect to others. Oh, you know what I love is when I talk on the phone with my friends, he can hear the echo. Like, oh, you in the bathroom? He's like, yep, you too. I was like, oh.
It's a public place. Like
Yeah.
if I'm in the restroom and I'm talking to my brother about my birthday and he said, "Wish me happy birthday," and we're talking about something like personal. That shouldn't be between me and the person who works at the office next to us who doesn't know what the heck's going on there.
You
was
should
nobody
be
in there
giving
with
them
me.
your undivided attention.
I'll-
You are
I'll-
way too distracted in there.
Let me tell you, you better learn how to multitask. I learned how to do it.
Kevin in Sheboygan chimes in 800-990-3776. I didn't think anyone could outdo Ben, but Kyle being on the phone while taking the Browns to the toilet and wiping at the same time
sure did.
might take the cake.
Sure did.
Listen-
phone in the
listen
left
to
hand.
what I'm dealing with
Phone
with
in the
you
left
two.
hand because my phone only works on speaker right now. Phone in the left hand, right hand, grabbing the toilet tissue, doing what I got to do.
That
Sure
ain't
did.
right.
And,
That
and-
ain't right.
And guess what? I bet you I can go to my email now. You'll see the confirmation email that I got for the thing I had to pay for.
First time, long time, Chase of Wanakee. Happy birthday, Benny. 100% not okay to take a call or make a call on the toilet for the love of God. I think this is one where Brad, like Kyle's going to be very defiant, and I understand his position. He lives very authentically as
Yes.
we are learning. But I am disgusting. I know I'm disgusting. But he's reached a new level of disgusting, of not even like disgusting, but more so inappropriate, disrespectful.
Not at all.
There's-
Look at that.
oh, there's-
107. You can see that.
Trust me, you
Outgoing
don't
income, you
need
can
to
see it.
give us the proof.
You know, the problem is there's no shame in it at all. You're almost proud of this.
And I
Which
text
is
our coworker
equally
too. I
disturbing.
was actually very productive.
Texting's fine.
I sent a text to a coworker, had a personal conversation, had a work conversation. I think I did a great job. Y'all should be applauding me by how
I think-
I am the exemplary type of employee that you want to be.
I think you could filter down your time by half just by focusing on the task.
So wait a minute. So when you guys use the bathroom, this might be TMI, but we're sharing mine, so we're gonna share yours too. So when you sit down, you just sit down and you go and you wipe. You don't sit down and take a deep breath and kind of make sure
I
you're
sit on my
fully
phone,
cleansed.
like I read on Twitter.
For 5 minutes, for less than 10 minutes?
That's a long time, Kyle.
10 minutes is
That's
not
a long time.
10
Kyle
minutes-
from Waupun chimes in. I think this is probably true because I'm starting to learn that Kyle and I are probably I don't want to, not wacky ones, but the ones that are a little bit different than Brad, right? I tried grouping myself with Brad earlier, but who am I kidding?
Yeah.
I'm wild. I pooped off the side of the road.
You pooped outside.
Yeah.
You guys worried about that. He pooped outside and wiped his behind with some damn
That was-
hay.
that
And
was an emergency.
to be
Hey.
fair, I was equally disturbed.
No,
That was-
equally.
That was
he
an
literally,
emergency.
he used his hand. He grabbed some grass and hay
No, I have
and
wipes.
wiped his head.
I carry my flushable wipes in my backpack. I can show you right now. These things are ready to go at all times. I'll even show the stream right here. They're always accessible.
That seems
always accessible. So
it
right
seems
here on
disgusting.
stream.
This man pooped outside.
Kyle from
I'm
Waupun says Brad is a saint, and I think a lot of people are going
Thanks,
to
Kyle.
echo that moving forward. On Twitter, @KBN, is it acceptable to initiate a phone call while using the bathroom? Now, this leaves it up for interpretation because we didn't get too graphic on the tweeter. Because we didn't, in the bathroom could mean using one or two. If we said number two, right now you're getting rocked at 80 no, 20 yes. If this was number two, it would be 95
Yes.
high.
I'm extremely efficient. You know how many emails I sent to you all from the toilet?
I don't want to know.
I'm just an efficient individual. Pooping should not stop the train from going where it needs to go. And I needed to make these phone calls and do these things and get back
Well, it
upstairs.
stopped our
It should
train
stop-
from getting
yeah,
us
that's
to
what I was
American
saying.
Family
It
Field.
almost stopped our whole show.
We're
I would
live.
prefer being clean before worried about y'all having to wait an extra 10 minutes.
No one's arguing against that.
Yeah,
no one's
nope,
arguing
that's
it's being
not,
clean.
That's not
No.
the conversation. You make sure your booty's clean. 800-990-3776 as we were watching a little BP session, some grounders being taken by the Milwaukee Brewers as they get ready for the wild card game tonight. We're live at X Golf. Beautiful view, beautiful vibes. Coming up next, we're going to be joined by two-time U.S. Open champion Andy North, I'd say just the all-around greatest guy of Wisconsin, a legend in himself. We'll be talking about Andy North and friends and everything around the world of Wisconsin sports with Andy North coming up next on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, live from X Golf at American Family Field.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
I've got shirts, same thing, that they're either too tight and I'd love to wear them, or they're white. And it's just there's not enough material to look through, and it's a bit of not a huge factor, but it's enough of a factor to give me pause sometimes.
I'll be damned if I'm gonna keep my nipples from letting me be free.
Presented by Bud Light on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
It's homecoming week at UW-Madison, which means Phil the Hill is coming. It started as a prank in 1979, and now it's a great tradition, part of UW. The famous pink flamingos that you're going to see on Bascom Hill, they don't just appear. They come from gifts given to the University of Wisconsin. Every gift on October 5th from 5 p.m. for 24 hours is going to help get a pink flamingo on the hill. So let's flock the hill full of pink starting October 5th and 6th. UWFlamingos.com for more information.
A lot of Kanoli's energy started to bounce back.
She has a lot of puppy moments, and she'll be 14 this summer.
What did these dog parents do for their dogs? They switched to Nature's Blend, a premium freeze-dried raw dog food made by Dr. Marty Goldstein, a veterinarian Forbes magazine called the Miracle Worker. It's the easiest way to support your dog's easy digestion, nourished skin, playful energy, and most importantly, their healthy, full life.
I'm so confident your dog will love it. Your order is backed with a 90-day guarantee.
Save up to 54% off Nature's Blend and get a free full-size bag of Tilly's Treasures dog treats. They're best-selling beef liver dog treats while supplies last. Go to drmartypets.com/turkey or text turkey to 511-511. Go to drmartypets.com/turkey or shop in over 2,000 stores nationwide. Use the store locator to find the store closest to you. All pets are unique. Your pet's results can and will vary. Message and data rates may apply. Studies available upon request. Paid for by Dr. Marty Pets.
All right, Team Pella, listen up.
Thanks, John Kuhn. Customers love our products with limited lifetime warranties. Check out these big plays. Incredible innovations like blinds and shades between the glass.
No interference on that play, Coach.
And stylish windows with hidden screens that make game days a breeze.
Can it get any better?
It can. With monthly payments as low as $19 per window, $75 per patio door, and a free quote at PellaWI.com.
Let's go.
Whether you're looking to replace older damaged windows and doors or just wanting to revamp the look of your home, Pella offers a wide range of styles and materials to match your home's unique design. Hurry! Take advantage of monthly payments as low as $19 per window and $75 per patio door at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Get your free quote today at PellaWI.com.
6.99 APR for 120 months. Certain restrictions apply. See showroom for details. Offers on 10/31/2023.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog, because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain cold refreshment made to chill. 2020 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Ben Brust to tell you about one of my favorite teams in the area, Zimbrick European. For over 3 years, I've trusted them with my car buying process, and I'm never going anywhere else. From Mercedes, Audi, Porsche, their pre-owned and Sprinter vans, they have something for everyone. Don't drive something ordinary when you can drive something extraordinary. I love the sexiest car on the lot that I found this time, a nice Zimbrick Mercedes. Find what you love. Test drive, and they will make leasing affordable. Zimbrick European.
Love is in the air and behind center for your favorite football team. SprayNet of Southern Wisconsin knows that the kitchen is the heart of your home. Let them help you fall in love with it again. In just a few days, SprayNet can have your kitchen cabinets looking like the day you first saw them. Their exclusive painting technology and technique will create a new look for your kitchen that is quick, affordable, and beautiful. Schedule an appointment today with Dale, the owner of SprayNet of Southern Wisconsin. Go to spraynet.com.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
You gave me a chance, I could take it. It's a shot in the dark, but I'll make it.
Live from beautiful American Family Field up at X Golf. Looking over the diamond from left field is Kyle Brust and Nortman, presented by Bud Light, the official beer of the NFL. Excited now to be joined by one of my favorite people in the entire world. That is Andy North, the two-time U.S. Open champion. I think he considers himself a Wisconsin guy at this point, even though he was a Florida Gator. We welcome in Andy North because Andy North and Friends has been amazing over the last 14 years. Since 2009, Andy North and Friends has raised $17 million for the UW Carbone Cancer Center. And if you've heard me talk about this, I'm going to say it again because it's important to note that when you have all the money go to the UW Carbone Cancer Center, that research stays right here in the state of Wisconsin with a world-class cancer institute helping with studies that potentially help breakthroughs that help cure different cancers. So Andy's been doing this for quite some time. And the second Andy North and Friends lunch is October 17th at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison, Wisconsin, 11:30 to 1 p.m. There are sponsorships, tables, and individual tickets available, and it closes on October 9th. So joining us now is Andy North. Andy, how are you?
Well, thank you, Benjamin. And before we get started, have a happy birthday today. I know, you're old, decrepit, you can't play in any leagues anymore, so, you're getting to that point.
I am, Andy. I am. I was really bad, but I do got to throw some clout out there. At the Holy Cross tournament, I had a poor performance to MVP and won the championship. So I'm back at it. I was motivated by poor play. But that being said, were you out? I should have asked you this. Were you out for the Ryder Cup?
No, I didn't have to go over there. Ryder Cups overseas are like nothing you've ever seen. It's incredible, and the quality of the play was amazing. The Europeans outplayed our guys, and that was the bottom line.
Yeah, and when it comes to that, I got two guys next to me, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman. No Tiger, no interest. What the heck do you say to guys like that who just don't get it?
Well, I think, the level of competition at the Ryder Cup is beyond anything that we see in golf on a week-to-week basis. And if that doesn't get you kind of excited about, pulling for our guys, that's something different. I mean, I was fortunate enough to be part of a couple of Ryder Cups, one as a player, one as an assistant captain. And, you stand up there and they play the national anthem and they tell you it's your turn to go play. It's not the easiest thing you've ever done, but it's a great experience, and it's a spectacle, and over there it's 10 times what it is here.
Andy, we're here at American Family Field, and we're watching these guys take BP and getting ready for the big playoff game for the Milwaukee Brewers here. And as Ben said, you are a Wisconsin guy through and through, and you are a well-attended of Wisconsin sports. What's your favorite Wisconsin sports event that you've ever been to?
Oh gosh, there's so many cool things over the years, from championship games in Green Bay to I got to know Yount and Molitor and some of those guys on the '82 Brewer team 100 years ago. That was Harvey Wallbangers. That was so much fun to watch them play. I mean, there's a million events we've been to over the years here in the States, and obviously some of the basketball games that Ben was part of, the Michigan game. It is his birthday. We have to be kind of nice to him.
Just a little bit.
That was an amazing night, and there's been so many of those. And Brad, you were involved in a bunch of them that you can't explain to people how cool it is to be part of it when you're in the middle of it.
Talking with Andy North here live from American Family Field, getting you ready for the wild card game tonight. Andy North joining us on KBN as Andy North and Friends lunch is coming up on October 17th. Make sure you just Google Andy North and Friends, and you'll see the upcoming events because there's sponsorships and tables available.
Andy, I love giving back to the community, and with this Andy North and Friends, it's been around since 2009 and has raised over $17 million. Can you just talk about why you chose the Carbone Cancer Center as a place to donate so much money to?
Well, I think the biggest thing is that my mom actually went through breast cancer 35 years ago, and Dr. Carbone was actually her doctor at the time. So I got to meet him then. I've been involved ever since. It's a world-class facility. As Ben was saying earlier, the research is second to none. And to be able to keep the money here, and I think there's one thing that people don't understand: when you give, for every single dollar that you give to the Carbone, in the process of getting grant money and NIH funding and all the different ways you can get money, that dollar turns into probably $15 down the road. So you start thinking about being able to raise $1 million or $10 million and multiply it by 10, 12, 15. The end of the funnel, there's some great things happening, and it's a huge amount of money. And it's been fun to give some of our great researchers a $50,000 or $75,000 seed money, and then they go out and put numbers together that result in maybe a $2 or $3 or $5 million grant down the road. So it's a win-win. It's a great facility. The results are unbelievable, and it's bigger than the number that you actually give.
Yeah, and Andy, later in the show, we'll be joined by one of your colleagues, John Anderson of ESPN, before he joins the Homer Hour. And I was listening to the Homer Hour, and John, after growing up in Green Bay, he gave an answer to a question from Homer that I did not expect. If he could pick any championship of any of the Wisconsin sports teams, he wouldn't pick the Lombardi, he wouldn't pick the Larry O'Brien, not a national championship for college. He would pick a World Series. If you could pick one for the state of Wisconsin, which would you pick next?
Well, there's no reason. We've got three great professional teams. There's no reason they all can't get one.
This is why he's Mr. Wisconsin.
Yeah, I love it.
What an answer.
Well, it's you'd love to see any of them win, obviously. It's been a long time for the Brewers. You'd love to see them get one. What the Bucks have done in the last week, that puts them in a pretty nice position. You expect them to be in the hunt for one. Even the young Green Bay team, they're going to get some things figured out. Don't be surprised in a year or so, they're going to be right in the middle of this again. So, I think we've been really lucky and spoiled in the state of Wisconsin. The great sports, the great golf, the great, everything that we've really been blessed to. That you look back the last 25 or 30 years of the Packers, of the Brewers, of the Bucks, UW basketball, UW football, now what volleyball is doing over here. It's an amazing run, and I'm afraid people start taking it for granted, and it's too bad if they do, because it's a special run that we've been on. Any Bears fans around, you know what it's been like for a long, long time. So you got to enjoy this while you're doing it.
Chris, if you could, Brad's going to ask the next question, but I'd love for you to pull up the Jonathan Brust audio after this next question.
I know where that's going.
Yeah, you do. Andy, just from knowing the guys on the tour now, guys like JT and Spieth, and if you've watched Full Swing, and you guys, these guys very well on tour. It seems like not only in the tour, but also in other realms of sports. If you think about Jordan Love and Justin Fields, it seems like more guys are friends now than enemies. At least in their personal lives. And there's a few examples of guys that have a good rivalry and whatnot that have kind of maintained that. But do you think that's good for the game of golf and then sport in general, if these guys that are competitors on the field but friends off? Or would you prefer that there was a bit more of some enemies behind the scenes?
Well, all I can tell you is that my good friends are the guys I wanted to beat the most. So you had some bragging rights. So when people start talking about, well, they don't compete as hard against other, baloney. It may be harder against your friends because you don't want to have them beat you. So I don't think that's a problem. And, through all sports, AAU for basketball and the Pee Wee football stuff and golf, another example where you're playing against kids from all over the country from the time you're, 13, 14 years old. So you get to know a lot of these guys. Some of my best friends are guys I started playing against when you're 13 or 14. So I don't think that's a bad thing. If you're a competitor, you're not going to want to lose to your brother or your best friend. Trust me.
Well, I definitely didn't lose to my brother because this was Jonathan Brust. Before Kyle Brust and Nortman making his prediction, Andy, please listen in.
There's more games this year, Bears or Packers?
Oh, 100% Bears. Not even a question. You guys got Jordan Love. It's like throwing Ben out there as a quarterback. They're going to lose.
How many wins you got on that, JB? Bears. Good question, Josh.
10.
Thank you for the call.
Andy, I don't know if I'm going to regret this or not. Let's bring on the other line, Jonathan Brust, for a little Brust sandwich with Andy North right now. Oh, he hung up. He hung up. Oh, my God, that's amazing. He couldn't handle the heat, Andy.
So, of course he did.
Yep, he couldn't handle the heat. Now, Andy, before we let you go, just tell us a little bit more about Andy North and Friends and what you're really excited about, because I did not mention Tom Rinaldi as the guest speaker.
Yeah, I think, I've been lucky enough to work the last 15 or so years with Tom. He is absolutely a genius, maybe the best storyteller we have in TV. Wonderful, wonderful guy. 16 Emmys. Think about that, boys. This guy's had 16 Emmys. I can't even get a nomination up ever. So, it's pretty cool. He's been a great friend. He wrote one of the great books on 9/11 that if you haven't read, it's The Guy in the Red Bandana. It's really worth it. It's amazing story. The wells that went to BC, and the BC still has a red bandana game. They had it a couple of weeks ago. It's a great story of a guy who was working on the 83rd floor and got out of the building and turned around and went back in and got more people out. Amazing story. Unfortunately, the building collapsed and he died, but it's an amazing story that Tom worked on for multiple years. It started out as a 3-minute piece on a football Saturday and ended up into a really, really well-written, #1 rated book later on. So Tom's a terrific guy, a great supporter of our cancer center. He's been to other events of ours over the years, and I think people will really enjoy listening to him. Last year we were lucky enough to have Mike Tirico kick off the first one. Mike was amazing. Tom is in that same league. So we're looking forward to people coming out and having a great time and learning some things from Mr. Rinaldi.
Yeah, I will be there. Can't wait. Andy North and Friends. 2009 is when the inception started. 17 million raised since then, which is amazing. And you heard Andy talk about how that can multiply. 11:30 to 1 o'clock. Find Andy North and Friends' upcoming events, sponsorships, tables, individual tickets are available. And Andy, would you like to accept the role of the Godfather, Andy North, the Godfather of Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, the show?
You know what? I'm pretty easy. You've known that for a long time. So if there's a cheeseburger and a hot fudge steak at some point in time involved, I'm in.
There it is. And Jonathan Brust is back. Let's bring him in. He got gun shy, but let's bring him in. Jonathan, welcome into KBN.
I don't like – it's your birthday.
Yes.
Why am I getting feedback?
What? Get him out of here. Get him out of here. If he's not going to bring the heat, Chris, get him out of here.
No, seriously. He's not a –
That was soft, Andy. Was that not the softest thing you've ever seen?
Well, I mean, it was nice of him to think about you on your birthday, but that may be the last time that happens.
Andy North and Friends. Check out the website. Check out the lunch coming up October 17th. Andy, thank you so much for the time. And as the godfather of the show, look forward to speaking to you somewhat soon.
Hey, thanks, Benny, and happy birthday. Have a great one.
Appreciate it. That's Andy North, two-time U.S. Open champion, the godfather of Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. Coming up next, we have a little KBN Academy live from beautiful American Family Field at X Golf. Rick Schlesinger also scheduled to appear very soon.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Honestly, sometimes I don't like when I win either.
Yeah.
Because I'm really annoying about it, and I think the entire listening audience, I'd probably have like 2% of everyone listening is rooting for me to win. The other 98% are rooting for me to fall on my face.
I'm in that 98% now. Most topics can be polarizing. I feel like this is not polarizing.
Presented by Bud Light on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Legacy Exteriors. Just pick up the phone and let us leave a legacy on your home. Roofing, windows, gutters, siding, and decks. Can Legacy do it? You bet. Better prices, better warranties. Legacy always makes it easy. Go to legacy-exteriors.com. Legacy Exteriors. Just pick up the phone. Let us leave a legacy on your home.
It's almost time to fill the hill. Beginning Thursday, October 5th at 5 p.m., every gift to UW-Madison will add one pink flamingo to the flock on Bascom Hill. When you give, you're fueling life-changing research, training our world's future leaders, and empowering Badgers to create a better tomorrow for all of us. It's time to unite and donate to help pass on the power of a UW-Madison education to future Badgers. Visit uwflamingos.com and get ready to make an impact.
Okay, everyone, gather around. It's time for corny jokes about passing the torch.
The team at Kirian's Welding was fused together solid.
Thanks for all the late nights and early shifts.
But double retirements mean the crew must bond with some certified new hires.
You've both gone the extra millimeter.
Indeed can help them hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Our hiring platform instantly connects you with quality candidates, and you can schedule and conduct virtual interviews right from the Indeed dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Some people just know that a perfect football field is all about the details. Those are the people who know to choose Allstate. Take the head groundskeeper, for example.
Hands at 10 and 2. 90-degree turns, perfect stripes every time.
He knows, because he's done this 100 times. Just like he knows that paying attention on the road can save safe drivers 40% with Allstate.
Saving 40% is based on the national average premium savings for Allstate auto customers with a clean driving record versus those without. Savings vary by state and based on how you buy. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Ben Brust here to tell you about why your next work van should be from Mercedes-Benz Sprinter at Zimbrick European. First off, we have versatility. The Sprinter vans offer 16 body types and thousands of ways to customize that space. Number 2, we have reliability. Sprinter's most powerful diesel engines last longer and require less maintenance, spend more time on the road and less time in those bays. Number 3, we have safety. Sprinter's safety technologies include curtain airbags all around, load adaptive electronic stability program, and crosswind and attention assist. Number 4, Van Care Mobile. Our maintenance team can come to you with routine service. Who wants to go in? Let them come to you. They work with multiple trucks on one visit. Use the Mercedes Me Connect. And last but not least, get your Zimbrick Sprinter at Zimbrick European at Rimrock Road and the Beltline, or go online at ZimbrickEuropean.com because they never charge over the MSRP.
Hi, I'm attorney David Gruber. After an accident, you need a trusted winning team on your side. For more than 30 years, Gruber Law Offices has helped Wisconsin families get the results they deserve. If you've been injured, call our firm today for a free consultation. We're available 24/7. Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
Hi, I'm Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock with Retirement Income Strategies. And what sets us apart is we're an independent, family-run office. We help clients like you understand the financial world and build a portfolio that's in your best interest. To learn more, go to MadisonMoneyGuy.com.
If you're looking to fill the vacant space in your commercial building, the local agents at RE/MAX and the Preferred Commercial Group are eager to grow your bottom line. Head to commercialwisconsin.com/ESPN and find an investment partner to lead the way to your property dreams today.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. On ESPN.
Let's go to the beach.
Live from the beautiful American Family Field in the X-Golf area, this is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, presented by Bud Light, the official beer of the NFL. Again, Ben Brust alongside Brad Nortman, 6-year punter in the NFL. The heartbeat of the show, Kyle Wallace. And let's jump into it, Chris. A little KBN Academy.
In radio, our goal's pretty simple.
Just so you know, you really suck.
Have an A show or an F show.
Hey, I'll decide who sucks around here.
The same goes for topics in this next segment. This is the KBN Academy.
Those that can't do, teach.
KBN Academy is presented by Circa Sports. Play the Circa Million and Circa Survivor with $14 million in guaranteed prizes only at Circa Sports. Enter in Vegas, play from anywhere. Visit circasports.com for details.
It is the KBN Academy. We are your professors. Brad Nortman with the master's degree, the smartest. Kyle Wallace with a master's degree, but not to the same degree, is also smart, and me somewhere below them. We are your professors for this segment. We're going to give some questions. It's an A or an F. There's no B, C's, or D's, nothing in between. Giannis Antetokounmpo tried a brat. And he's tried a lot of things since he's came to the States and played with the Milwaukee Bucks, but I find it fascinating he just tried a brat for the first time in his life. But he put ketchup on it. A or F, ketchup should be nowhere near a brat.
Okay, I'm actually going to go with an F on this. Ketchup on a brat, not necessarily my flavor. I've had it before. I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's bad at all. But for people to be so, rigorous about what you can and can't put on a brat, I don't get that. Enjoy the brat you wanted with the way you wanted, and enjoy it. It's a brat. That's what it's meant for.
We're live from the American Family Field here, and you know what? I see Johnsonville party deck right here, and I can put whatever I want on my Johnsonville brat. So that's an F. You can put ketchup, you can put mustard, you can put relish, you can put barbecue sauce like me. You can put whatever you want on your brat because it's about you and what you enjoy.
I don't like agreeing with you guys, but I'm going to agree. It's an F. Do I give slight judgment? Yeah, maybe, but I'm also like someone like Kyle, like, barbecue sauce, I'll do that.
Oh, I love my barbecue sauce.
I'll do just about anything when it comes to brats, hot dogs, and again, I'm not going to be an elitist when it comes to brats. I can be an elitist about a lot of things, but I ain't going to choose this one. Moving right along, I'm finding my spot here. Brandon Woodruff, as we learned yesterday, won't pitch in the Brewers wild card round tonight. Here, obviously Corbin Burns is going, but due to his shoulder injury, manager Craig Counsell said his availability is up in the air. A or F, the Brewers have enough starting pitching to advance out of the wild card. Be careful. The president is looking over you.
I do. I mean, that's the nice thing about the wild card round. It's a 3-game series. That's it. So you throw your best at them, and we've got plenty of pitching to get us through 2 or 3 games. So I'm not concerned about the wild card round. It's going forward that having depth in starting pitching matters a whole lot. So, and if he can't pitch the rest of the postseason, that's going to be a big hill to overcome. But wild card round, we got this.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. That's an A if that we have enough.
Yeah, we got enough.
Hey, yeah, we don't
doubt it.
Well, no, we definitely have enough. You have the jersey on. What jersey do you have on? And our pitching staff has been phenomenal. Craig Counsell is a magician when it comes to managing the late innings with the pitching staff. So the Brew Crew are going to be okay.
Yeah, I mean, the only answer is an A. The reason that I can very confidently give an A is Brandon Woodruff was out for a lot of this season.
He was.
Guess who made it work? Craig Counsell. The back end of this bullpen continuously got better. Hobie Milner, Pyomps. I'm getting a little nerdy in how much I watched this summer, or bet on it, depending on whatever your forte is. But yeah, I mean, look. Corbin's going to get it done. I don't know what the plan is for tomorrow, if it's Freddie or if it's my guy, Wade Miley, as I have the jersey on. But I trust Craig to get it done. Want to give a shout-out to the Princeton Club, whether it be the 8 facilities in Madison. They have a big one at West, big facility in East, Fitchburg, also some express locations. I work out at the Princeton Club in New Berlin, and it's a fantastic time to always be at the Princeton Club because they're always upgrading their facilities. You don't have to look around and think, am I at the best place? You don't have to because you are. They're always investing in equipment to make sure that you have the best stuff. Open 24/7 with free childcare with the membership. Drop the kids off, get a good workout in. I do personal training with my guy, Maddie. We work on whatever my goals are, and we do it, and we get better together. The club feels great from the moment you walk in to the moment you walk out. Find your better tomorrow at the Princeton Club. We talked about it a little bit. Coming up next, the president of business operations, Rick Schlesinger, joins Kyle Brust Nortman next.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman.
Okay, that might be true.
In Ben's defense, I will say that Al was very confident as well, saying that he was going to smoke Brust.
He did.
So,
He just talked some smack. Chris, Benny Believer. I have 3% now.
Benny Believer.
There's Benny Believers out there. You better believe it.
Who created that?
Benny Believer.
Presented by Bud Light on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Alex Strofe.
Varsity on Wisconsin On Demand is home to all the latest and best Badgers content on ESPN Wisconsin. Subscribe on Apple, Spotify, Wisconsin On Demand, and wherever you get your podcasts. The Wisconsin volleyball team remains perfect and ranked #1 in the country following another sweep on Sunday against Michigan. The Badgers still have not dropped a set in Big Ten play, a perfect 4-0 record, to complement their overall 13-0 record on the season. Head coach Kelly Sheffield
you start seeing teams that are able to kick it in another gear and teams that start getting worn down a little bit and during this time of the year. And so, yeah, I always enjoy seeing what our team starts doing as we start getting into October.
Badger Minutes on ESPN Wisconsin are brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Schedule an appointment online today at PellaWI.com.
Zimbrick Chevrolet.
When was the last time you had your oil changed or your tires rotated? Do you need new tires, a battery, perhaps some windshield wipers? Zimbrick Chevrolet Service Center is equipped to help you with routine maintenance, major repairs, and everything in between. Get your free battery inspection coupon and schedule an appointment today at ZimbrickChevrolet.com. Don't overpay. Shop Zimbrick Chevrolet on Main Street in Sun Prairie.
Main Street, Sun Prairie. Zimbrick Chevrolet.
From color-changing alexandrite to shimmering zircon and everything in between at Chalmers Jewelers, you'll find high-quality, affordable, one-of-a-kind pieces. We source straight from the gem cutters, and we manufacture in-house from start to finish. As the manufacturer, we believe in truth in pricing. Never pay more for quality and stunning, beautiful jewelry. She's one of a kind, and so should her jewelry be. While others may send your jewelry dreams to someone else to make, with us, your dreams become reality with the help of our custom jewelers, with you involved the whole way. With a staff that has over 200 years of combined experience, why buy from a place that marks up jewelry made by the thousands? When you can buy direct from Chalmers for that one-of-a-kind piece that is better quality, often for less.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
and Madison.
LabCorp Clinical Trials is changing to a new name, Fortrea. While the name may be different, Fortrea combines decades of great experience and professionalism with new opportunities for clinical trial participation. It's more than a mission and more than a new name. Fortrea is dedicated to moving healthcare forward. To learn more about the future of healthcare and upcoming clinical trials, visit us at FortreaClinicalTrials.com. That's FORTREA clinicaltrials.com.
Life's better with a home policy from American Family Insurance because you'll feel protected no matter how the wind blows. All so you can keep enjoying the home of your dreams. And our expert agents can help you save up to 23% when you bundle home with auto. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance. Get a quote? Find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog, because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do, do it with a Coors Light. Mountain cold refreshment made to chill. 2020 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
It is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Live from American Family Field at the X-Golf area. Very excited now to be joined by President of Business Operations of the Milwaukee Brewers, Rick Schlesinger. Rick, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm ready for the games. It's been a lot of planning, but let's play baseball.
Could you ask for a better day? Can you remember a day like this for playoff baseball?
No, it feels like July, so it's weird. Usually you plan on the roof being closed in postseason, but yeah, this is amazing weather. So global warming, I guess, has some advantages.
Yeah, I guess we'll take it. We are selfish here. We actually talked about this.
We did.
We want the warmer weather. If it's going to happen, it might as well make us warmer, I guess.
Better warm than cold.
But looking into the game tonight, as the roof's open, a great atmosphere. What are you most excited about for this run?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we've been in the postseason in the past, and we've had a good run, but we haven't really advanced. So from my perspective, I don't like to think too far ahead, but, playing deep into October, We have a good team. There's some great teams we're going to be playing. You're going to need a little luck, some fate, some health, and some magic. So why not us?
Rick, we got a question that we're going to discuss a little bit later in the show today. But question, so if you had to pick between one of three of these for today, would you rather participate in the sausage race, be Bernie and slide down the slide, or throw out the first pitch?
Well, I'm claustrophobic, so I don't want to get in the costumes. I don't like heights, so I don't want to be Bernie. So I guess throwing out the first pitch, although you got to throw it from the mound.
How's the shoulder?
Yeah, my shoulder's fine. So everybody's been asking about my shoulder. I don't know. Apparently there's some other pitcher that we're talking about, but everybody's worried about my shoulder. So, yeah, I'll throw the first pitch. That's the least embarrassing thing.
Is there a chance we see you in the bullpen later on?
Yeah, if that happens, we're in serious hurt, serious trouble.
I love this, and I love that the Brewers are back in the playoffs. And then you just talk about it a little bit. There's been stuff in the news about the Brewers basically staying in Milwaukee. Can you just talk about the importance of the Milwaukee Brewers for, our community partners and then the business partners that you have, like Northwestern Mutual?
Yeah, I mean, we're certainly talking to the people in Madison about funding our landlord to make sure that the state entity that owns the ballpark and as our landlord has enough money to fulfill its obligations for the next generation. We want to be here through a long time, and it's a great facility, great fans, great market. There's not a lot of people in here, but they're very passionate fans, and I don't want to be anywhere else, and just got to make sure the ballpark's funded. But, yeah, I think we mean a lot to the community. I think what I'm hearing in Madison is, the Republicans and Democrats don't really get along. That's a news flash. I don't know if you guys are aware, but
big politics show.
Yeah, they don't get along, but they agree that we've got to figure out a way to make this work, and so I feel good about that. And spending a lot of time in Madison and talking with the local officials, and it's been interesting and fun and educational, and I'm excited about it getting it done.
And joined here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin by President of Business Operations for the Milwaukee Brewers, Rick Schlesinger. I don't know if you heard our conversation around brats. Is the ketchup on the brat acceptable in your eyes?
I admit, we live in a relatively free society, so, we can't legislate against that. It's not something I would do. To me, it's mustard. And so our plain ketchup's a little strange. I would never put ketchup on a hot dog.
Strange.
So,
really, on a hot dog? Not even that?
I would not have put it on a hot dog, but again, I don't want to legislate against it.
Well, I guess my question is, I don't know the origins of your last name, but we have our producer, Chris. He said he's German, half German, and he said that it's an absolute no-no. Is it traditions that kind of push you to not even putting it on a hot dog?
No, I don't think I've ever seen anybody eat a brat with ketchup. I mean, it's always mustard.
I've done it.
Really?
I've done it.
And you've lived. You lived to tell about it.
I've lived. I'm alive.
It's not bad.
It's not bad, but if you get a true brat with some caramelized or grilled onions, you did the spicy mustard or the yellow mustard. If you get something that authentic, you can't put the red stuff on it.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm not going to judge Giannis. He can put whatever he wants on his
brat.
The man is an icon. He doesn't even have to eat it cooked if he doesn't want to. He's the icon.
Well, I think you should eat cooked because I want him healthy for a long run, as you want your players healthy here for the Milwaukee Brewers.
So I'm going to nerd out on the business side of it for just a moment now.
Brad Nerdman.
That's right. So if you would have attended, a game here at American Family Field in 2019 and then did it today, you'd notice a lot of changes, right? You'd notice the barrel yard, beautiful X golf where we are right now, and the cocktail bar. So what was some of the thought process behind adding these over the last several years? Because the stadium's transformed quite a bit over the last 4 years.
Yeah, no, I think it's a good observation. We're always trying to change it up because the fan tastes and fan demands change all the time, and they change rapidly. So we do a lot of fan surveys and a lot of focus groups. So we talk about what do they want. They like craft cocktails. They like their alcohol in responsible measure, which is great. And we're also looking to create an environment for maybe not the hardcore diehard Brewers fans or diehard baseball fans, and things like X golf. If you're not a baseball fan but you love golf, come to the ballpark, and maybe I can convert you into a baseball fan. But if nothing else, you'll come to the ballpark. So it's creating destinations. And again, this is a year-round destination we're in right now. So we want the ballpark to be more accessible and do more things in the off season. And eventually we're talking about potentially winterizing the building so we can have events on the field in the off season, which would be great.
It'd be awesome.
Well, heading into the game tonight against the Diamondbacks against 6:05 here at American Family Field, we'll be taking all of ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee up till 5 o'clock before the Homer Hour. I'm excited for this run for the Milwaukee Brewers. I got my jersey on. Wade Miley. Who is one of your favorite personalities on this team that people, if they haven't been tuning in or just coming into the playoff bandwagon, which is okay, all are welcome, who should they be looking out for?
Yeah, I mean, Wade Miley is a special guy. You know, he's a guy that you bring so much to the clubhouse. So he's had a great year. So we got more out of him than I think we could have expected, given, you know, he's had health issues, but he was phenomenal on the mound, and the players really gravitate towards him in the clubhouse. So I think we've learned over the course of the last few years that you can't underestimate the importance of chemistry in the clubhouse and the value of certain players. And he's great. And Donaldson's another guy. I mean, he's a hardcore guy. He's no nonsense. He is intense, and he's a gamer. And players look at that and say, okay, this guy is intense. He has a football mentality to the way he plays, and he's going to play great defense. He has power. He's obviously not 26, 27-year-old, but he wants to win. And, you know, that's the kind of another guy in the clubhouse you like. So there's some great personalities. And, you know, there's going to be somebody that we don't expect who's going to have a great playoff run. And, you know, who that is, I don't know, but there's always unexpected guys who are heroes.
Coming out of the bullpen.
Yeah. Well, I'm right-handed, so I don't know that I'm helpful, but and I'm not on the roster. But other than that, no problem.
Now, Rick, I've been a Brewers fan my entire life, so being able to see the Brewers make the playoffs back when I was I guess I was going into my college years at that time, back I believe it was 08 type season, and 2011 again, and we've consistently made it. Can you just talk about the electricity that's going to be in this stadium tonight from all the Brewers fans as we support the Milwaukee Brewers?
Yeah, I mean, I think what people sort of don't realize until they come to a postseason game is how different the whole cadence is and the electricity in the air. Baseball is 162 games, so if you're a season ticket holder and you come to, you know, 70 or all 81 games, every game's important, but every game is not critical. You know, the best teams can lose 7 in a row and you're fine. But in the postseason, you cannot have the luxury of a losing streak, and people understand the importance of every interaction. Every pitch, every hit is really meaningful and can be do or die. So I always get teased for saying after the first game, well, the next pitch decides the whole season. In the postseason, that is a truism. So the electricity and the tenseness and the stress sort of magnified by, you know, 15-fold. So I think people feel it, and everybody's focused on the field and a lot less on their phones and, you know, a lot less on other things, but yeah, it's going to be electric atmosphere here.
Well, they're focusing right now as we are right above the left field bleachers at X Golf at American Family Field, joined by President of Business Operations for the Milwaukee Brewers, Rick Schlesinger, on Kyle Brust and Nortman.
Really quick question here. We're having the chef of American Family Field on our show a little bit later, so I got to ask you, what's your go-to game day food order?
Yeah, I'm a pretty traditional guy. I'll have a hot dog with mustard and relish, and I'll have a Diet Coke, and that's probably it. So I have that like in the first inning, and then I just pace. I don't sit during the games. I pace, and, you know, I probably don't want to eat a lot because I don't want to get my stomach all messed up because it's very stressful.
Well,
but
don't make a call to the toilet like our guy Kyle did.
Not going there.
You never know. It's important business because don't answer the phone. So a hot dog. So all this great food, and you're going with the great hot dogs we have here?
We have great hot dogs at the ballpark. So, yeah, I'm a traditionalist. That's what I eat, and
Love it.
I don't migrate. I'm certainly not going to change it up in the postseason.
No ketchup today, then. Only mustard.
Ketchup will not be near me.
Well, Rick, before we send you off, for the vibes of the Milwaukee Brewers, can you join me by following after a little Wade Miley? Can you give me a little Wade Miley?
Wade Miley.
Ooh, I love it. President of Baseball Operations, Rick Schlesinger, on Kyle Brust and Nortman. Rick, we're looking forward to a fantastic postseason run, and thanks for joining us. And I love a little Wade Miley. Thanks, Rick.
Thanks for having me on.
There it is. Coming up next, it's Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust to win a $25 gift card. 800-990-3776. Let's go with caller. I got 20 on. I'm trying to tie Wade into this. Caller 20. Let's do it. Let's do caller 20. Chris is going to be working the phones. 800-990-3776. You're going to get 15 questions in 90 seconds with bragging rights. I mean, look, if you don't beat me, I'm 3-0 right now. I'm usually 0-3 in this game. It's fifth grade questions. You guys should be wiping me clean. Are you smarter than Ben Brust? 800-990-3776. Caller 20 for Wade Miley. Coming up next on KBN in 2 minutes.
Ruggability. We straight made that word up. How else to describe the otherwise indescribable, rugged, capable, incredible versatility and affordability of a Honda SUV? Car and Driver calls Honda the winningest brand in 10 Best history. Your kids will call it totally lit. But we like ruggability, and you'll like the incredifantabulous deals, so see your Wisconsin Heartland Honda dealer today. Honda gets Wisconsin.
Hi, this is Dave Kane. You're listening to Madison's Home of the Bucks, a good Karma brand radio station, 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Yeah, it is. And I'm Alex Strope, your Sports Center update brought to you by Green Bay Game Night. Join Homer, Gabe Neitzel, Mark Tauscher, and Jason Wilde for reactions and analysis immediately after every Green Bay football game this season on ESPN Wisconsin and Wisconsin On Demand. As much as we love our green and gold, it ain't about them today. It's all about the Milwaukee Brewers as they begin their postseason run tonight in the NL Wild Card Series, playing host to the Arizona Diamondbacks. The Brewers, the 3 seed, the Diamondbacks, the 6 seed, in a best-of-3 series, all 3 games if necessary, played at American Family Field. A 6:08 first pitch tonight between the Crew and the D-backs. Corbin Burns on the mound for the Crew in game number 1. It's a 6:08 first pitch, as mentioned. You can hear that game along with every Milwaukee postseason game right here on Madison's home for the MLB postseason. That is 100.5 ESPN. The party continues on KBN Live from AmFam Field. Badgers football homecoming week as the Badgers return after their bye week Saturday to play host to Rutgers. They're 14-point favorites, an 11 a.m. kickoff on Saturday.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studios in Madison, this is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN, presented by Bud Light on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
It is the moment we have all been waiting for all week. That is, are you smarter than Ben Brust? Here on KBN, on ESPN Milwaukee and ESPN Madison. And we've got Joe from West Bend that is joining us to be our contestant today. Joe, how are you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing great. Going to pick up my kids from school.
Excellent. Well, there's no better time than that to go ahead and beat Ben Brust. For those keeping score at home, Ben Brust is 3-0 so far through our time at KBN. It is his birthday today.
Oh, we got to ruin his birthday, Brad.
Has a birthday?
Hey, listen. We need to ruin the birthday today, so I need you to be on top of it, all right?
I'll try my best.
For those of you who say Ben Brust is an idiot, here's your chance to be proven right. It's time to play Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust?
All right, Joe, just to remind you what the rules are, we have 15 questions that we're going to ask you over the course of 90 seconds to get as many answers correct as you can. You're allowed to stay pass, and we will come back to it if we get through the rest. If you get more correct than Ben Brust, you will win a $25 gift card to Cousins Subs. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Excellent. That sounds good. Well, we will be Wade Miley, let's go. That's the way to start this off. We are going to get going in 3, 2, 1. If a football field is 100 yards long, how many feet long is the football field?
300.
The modern-day city of Istanbul was known by what name in the 13th century?
Pass.
What planet is nicknamed the Red Planet?
Mars.
Which tool is used to estimate the likelihood of a certain genetic outcome?
DNA.
What species can live on both water and land?
Snake.
What is the capital of Florida?
Tampa.
What is the largest U.S. state by land mass?
Maine.
How many countries are in North America?
7.
What measures the distance north or south of the equator? Is it latitude or longitude?
Longitude.
What type of gas is the most abundant in the Earth's atmosphere?
Yes. Ozone.
What is the fastest land animal?
Counts if he gets it.
Cheetah. Cheetah.
All right. Joe from
I don't
West
think I
Bend.
did very well.
No, Joe, you didn't. I'm a little upset, Joe. I ain't gonna lie to you, Joe, man. We're gonna pray on this one, all right? We're gonna pray on it.
Way Miley.
Way Miley. I like Joe. He deserves something for
Don't tell
that.
Ben how many you got.
We
Right,
will not.
Did you text Ben to tell him?
I did not text Ben whatsoever. I'm sitting here into the questions. Tyler, what are you doing?
Okay, I
Going
just
to grab
texted him to come in.
Yeah, no,
Okay. What were your thoughts? What were your thoughts on that one, Kyle?
So no, I didn't see the first 5 questions. They're not easy. They're not easy
No, they're
questions.
not.
So it wasn't like it's a walk in the park. There were a couple easy ones in there, but that's okay. It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pressure.
Well, Ben's on his birthday. I feel like he's under pressure. We're here in beautiful American Family Field at X Golf, and I mean we have empty seats here, but it's as if we are surrounded by a big crowd.
Make sure you cover that screen now.
Yeah, that's right.
Ben,
that's a
Ben,
good point.
Ben got wandering eyes.
I'm going to stand up and turn my screen the other way because I
He
just
got-
don't trust him.
All right, here we go.
All right, Ben. And don't even ask how many Joe and West Bend got. because
How many
we're not
Joe
gonna give
get?
it. We're not going to tell you. We are now.
I did my
measures to
nice
this
little
game.
bullpen jog. It felt really cool.
You did.
Like righty coming in.
I felt like we needed walk-in music. You know how those guys get that?
Weed Miley is all I need.
Hey, and you're gonna love this. Joe from West Bend. That's how he started. He
Yes,
started with
Joe.
So that was a great
The
start.
lefty cutters coming in at you.
All right. So you ready to get going? You ready here? You're allowed to breath.
Yeah, you out of breath for all that little jogging before you even pitch, before you even go. You're already tired. Bring in somebody else.
Yeah, I'm good to go.
Okay, we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1. If a football field is 100 yards long, how many feet long is the football field?
300.
The modern-day city of Istanbul was known by what name in the 13th century?
Don't know. Pass.
What planet is nicknamed the Red Planet?
Mars.
Which tool is used to estimate the likelihood of certain genetic outcomes?
Pass.
What species can live on both water and land?
I know this. Pass.
What is the capital of Florida?
Tallahassee.
What is the largest U.S. state by land mass?
Alaska.
How many countries are in North America?
North America. Let's go with 5.
What measures...
3. Let's go with 3.
No. Okay, 3. What measures distance north or south of the equator?
Longitude.
Latitude or longitude?
I'm saying longitude, I said.
What type of gas is the most abundant in the Earth's atmosphere?
Kyle's boo-boo.
What is the fastest land animal?
Right.
Land animal, cheetah.
What is the most widely spoken language in the world?
Inglés.
What are the 2 main parts of a plant's scientific name?
Roots and, I don't know, pass.
In what year did World War II end?
1947.
What is the distance around a circle called?
Circumference.
Okay.
Chris?
You won. You got 6. Joe got
What's
3.
going on? I'm 4-0? This is insane.
How many did you average right before on Scouts on Brust?
Yeah.
I mean, 4 to 6 or sometimes 10 when it was the 3rd grade questions, but people get like 12 to 13.
Yeah, no, I mean,
I'm 4-0.
You
I mean, what a
I'm like the Milwaukee Brewers right now. I'm
it's a-
channeling my Wade Miley energy.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. When
I even
Jeff-
threw out
Joe-
Kyle's boo boo as the answer and still won.
Yeah, when Joe went through and Joe had some struggles. He had some struggles. I knew we was in
All right,
trouble
well,
pretty early.
let's go through the answers and you can break down where his struggles and my struggles were.
Okay. Question number 1. If a football field is 100 yards long, how many feet long is the football field? 300 feet.
Trick question, though, because a football field's 120 yards because of the end zones.
That's true.
But I still would have got it right either way.
Yeah, still would have got it right. And Joe got that one too, right?
No, Joe did not get that one.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Okay.
Yikes.
What is the modern-day city of Istanbul?
Nah, what
is that? What
what
was the name of it?
fifth grader knows this answer? Then none of us learned this in 5th grade.
I don't know where Chris got the questions or where you guys got the questions. I just answer what I'm told. I didn't know this one.
No, I mean, nobody listening knew this one.
So the answer is Constantinople. The only reason I knew that one.
You
this
knew
is,
it.
This is like a Slumdog Millionaire thing too.
So you have one of these, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
we do. So we watch Vikings. Anybody watch Vikings, like the show?
I've seen it.
Yeah, so
but I
it's
haven't
good.
watched it.
So
I've seen it. I'm like passing by on like a streaming service.
they go and conquer like this epic city of Constantinople. We're like, what the heck city is that? Looked it up. It's Istanbul.
Is that a show for 10-years or younger?
No, it's
pretty
gruesome.
brutal.
Okay, so I'm just saying.
So,
that's how Brad found out, watching some brutal.
5th graders are not watching that. What planet is nicknamed the Red Planet? Mars.
See, he got that one. He
got that one. This one was hard.
Nobody knows this.
Yeah. What tool is used to estimate the likelihood of certain genetic outcomes? Punnett square. Remember that where you've got like recessive?
Yeah.
You knew
the answer to this?
No,
I wouldn't have been able to pull that out, but when I saw Punnett square, I was like,
call
yeah,
back
that's right.
in school using the squares to try and figure out where the
but I
genes
didn't know
are
the
gonna
name
go.
of it.
No, I knew it when I saw it.
But
I
it is
couldn't
a
pull it
question
out.
that you would learn. I think that was
when he
harder
said,
than 5th grade.
When
though,
he
right?
I feel like I was
is.
doing that in like
High
middle
school.
school. Yeah, maybe high school.
When boy
Maybe you
said
for middle school,
maybe,
me
yeah,
for
what
high
was that,
school.
what was that? Maybe 5 years old.
When Joe said DNA, I knew it was a wrap. I knew it was over. I said the Ben's gonna win this one.
What species can live on both land and water? Amphibians.
Amphibians. I was going to say that. I don't know why I didn't.
Joe said snake, which I mean.
Hey, at least he yelled Wade Miley for me.
Yeah. No,
Those
I
are
mean,
the type of fans I attract.
Well, Joe brought the energy, and he was picking up his kids at the time.
He
so, I mean,
was.
talk about
What a-
multitasking.
Yeah.
What a guy. What a commitment to the show.
What a guy.
Right? Capital of Florida. You said Tallahassee, which was correct. Joe said Tampa.
T-Pain boy, Tallahassee. That's how you know, huh?
No, I know random things, and then I don't know random things. It's very hit or miss.
Okay, this one is a really interesting trivia one. How many countries are in North America?
You skip one.
Oh, yeah, you're right. What is the largest U.S. state by land mass? You said Alaska. You got that right.
Yes.
Joe said Maine.
I was like a hell no.
It was a rap, and then it was a double rap
I
after
said
that.
Maine. Maine is like one of the smaller states.
How many countries are in North America?
So Canada, United States,
Continents,
Mexico.
not countries, not continents.
No. North America is a continent.
Yeah, you said countries though. The question was countries.
Yeah,
and I'm counting the countries.
Canada's
right
a
now.
country.
Canada's a country. Mexico's a country. United States.
You said 3.
Those are the 3.
And you would have been correct if not for the fine print of all the sovereign states in the Caribbean and Central America are also. So it's 23.
That's a trash question.
Hey, I mean,
that's a trash question.
Don't act like a spoiled American.
That's what I am.
Consider them. Okay, so what measures distance north or south of the equator? You shouted out before I could give you the answers, latitude or longitude. You still gave the wrong one. Longitude, latitude. Like the latitude is the horizontal lines that measure how far you are from the equator, right? The equator is like 0.
Yeah, no, latitude's parallel-ish.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they both are parallel depending on how you're looking at them.
Long lad.
And then latitude will then measure distance from that in consequent, like, parallel lines.
Let's just go next. This is
All right.
bad.
He tried to help you, too.
I did. I was like, he shouted it out, but I didn't give him the... what type of gas is most abundant in the Earth's atmosphere? I don't remember what you shouted at.
Kyle's
He said,
boo-boo.
my boo-boo.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Most abundant in the bathroom.
Yeah, so nitrogen. I think there's nitrogen in human gas, but I don't mean. So there's technically that might be right, but we're not going to count it as right. Fastest land animal is a cheetah.
See, I thought that was an ostrich or something. I thought a bird. I thought the bird could run faster.
Nah,
They're
I thought it was a cheetah, and then I thought somebody said it was something else.
No, I think it was
Tyreek
a cheetah.
Hill. Cheetah.
What is the most widely spoken language in the world? Mandarin Chinese.
I was
Not
going to go with
English.
Mandarin or English.
What are the two main parts of a plant scientific name? Genus, species?
Nope.
I don't
Get
even
that out of my
learn that.
face.
What year did World War II end? You said 1947.
That's a good guess.
1945.
Hey, I'm
Kinda
getting closer
close.
each time I guess that one.
And then distance around. Wait a minute.
Some of these I've heard before, but just remembering the answers is still hard.
Yeah,
I do this a
guess.
lot.
That's true. I don't know, though. I mean, how many times do you think you've gotten that one?
Probably 3 or 4.
And you still don't get it right?
Yeah, this is news to you, not to the audience.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
Maybe some of the audience, but the loyal ones.
I would think by the third time. You either guess like
45, 1945, 1945, 1945. Boom. I'm going to remember it for next time.
Okay. What's the distance around a circle called circumference? You got that right.
Boom, baby.
So for a birthday treat.
Happy 4-0, and are you smarter than Ben Brust? I don't know if
Happy
anyone's
birthday.
winning except me when that happens.
We must have a smarter audience after 4 than what we do pre-3:30. Must be what it is. There's something going on here.
Or the law of averages will even itself out eventually. But for now, I'm going to fly high with my 4-0. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, presented by Bud Light, the official beer of the NFL. We're live from American Family Field, overlooking the ballpark at X Golf. Great place to hang out, great place to come swing some clubs, enjoy the ball game. Tons of great things to do at this beautiful ballpark, but we are live from X Golf. And speaking of things to do at the game, Brad, you asked Rick Schlesinger if he could do 3 things today: throw out the first pitch, slide down Bernie's slide, or race in the sausage race. Which would he do? We'll give our answers and ask you, KBN Nation. Next, coming up.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, presented by Bud Light.
Any of this, what did you say, entitled, and any of this other stuff?
You remind me of the David Bakhtiari of ESPN Wisconsin.
You're a jack blank. That's the best way I can put it. And I do have to give Kyle and Norty credit because I heard it, and they both knew that you were being an idiot.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Fleet Farm's got everything you need for everyday life. And by everything, we mean top products by your favorite brands. From Blackstone to Blue Buffalo, Carhartt to Cooper, Milwaukee to Muddy, Scott's to Science Diet, DeWalt, Levi's, Purina, Husqvarna, Goodyear, Rapala, Vortex, and a whole lot more. In-store or online, check out all the brands Fleet Farm carries to help make your everyday life better.
Ben Brust to tell you about one of my favorite teams in the area, Zimbrick European. For over 3 years, I've trusted them with my car buying process, and I'm never going anywhere else. From Mercedes, Audi, Porsche, their pre-owned and Sprinter vans, they have something for everyone. Don't drive something ordinary when you can drive something extraordinary. I love the sexiest car on the lot that I found this time, a nice Zimbrick Mercedes. Find what you love. Test drive, and they will make leasing affordable. Zimbrick European.
When it comes to security for your home and family, you want a winner, and we found one when we placed our trust with J&K Security Solutions. This is Greg Gard. Kim and Jeff hit the game-winning shot for us with the Control 4 home technology system. Home or away, from our smartphones, we can open the garage door, dim the lights, turn on the TV, as well as arm the security system. That's convenience as well as peace of mind. Let J&K Security Solutions do for your home or business like they've done for us. Call 255-5799 or online at jksecurity.com.
It's homecoming week at UW-Madison, which means Phil the Hill is coming. It started as a prank in 1979, and now it's a great tradition, part of UW. The famous pink flamingos that you're going to see on Bascom Hill, they don't just appear. They come from gifts given to the University of Wisconsin. Every gift on October 5th from 5 p.m. for 24 hours is going to help get a pink flamingo on the hill. So let's flock the hill full of pink, starting October 5th and 6th. UWFlamingos.com for more information. Woo! I am thirsty today. Definitely going to need a cold one. There's the one. The playoffs are here for baseball, and that means we're back again with Broken Bat Brewery. Tim Pauly from Broken Bat is joining me again, and he's got some info on all the great things at Broken Bat Brewery's tap room.
So yeah, if you're looking for something fun to do, we've got a weatherproof indoor wiffle ball field. It's great for corporate outings, bachelor parties, rehearsal dinners, you name it. Can carry up to about 20 people back there. We got music, scoreboard, beer, all the good stuff. Again, indoor wiffle ball field. So yeah, we've also got the lumber room we opened up back in April of 2022. It's been a fantastic space ever since. We host a bunch of corporate outings, rehearsal dinners. If you need to have a meeting, it's got full audio video. You can reserve it at brokenbatbrewery.com.
Huge shout out to Tim from Broken Bat to give us another reason to visit their tap room. And remember, especially now that playoff baseball is here, the fridge is always stocked.
Embrace the extraordinary, announcing Children's Theater of Madison's exciting new season, live theater in Madison for the whole family.
Now is the best time to save, with up to 40% off all this year's great lineup of shows. The Wiz, A Christmas Carol, Life Doesn't Frighten Me, The Lightning Thief, a Percy Jackson musical, and A Diary of Anne Frank. Now is the time to buy. An extraordinary season on sale now. Don't wait. Get your tickets for the whole family today at ctmtheater.org. That's ctmtheater.org.
Fleet Farm's got everything you need for everyday life. And by everything, we mean top products by your favorite brands. From Blackstone to Blue Buffalo, Carhartt to Cooper, Milwaukee to Muddy, Scott's to Science Diet, DeWalt, Levi's, Purina, Husqvarna, Goodyear, Rapala, Vortex, whew, and a whole lot more. In-store or online, check out all the brands Fleet Farm carries to help make your everyday life better.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
It's such a good vibration. It's such a sweet sensation. It's such a good vibration. It's such a
I'm riding the good vibrations. 4-0, and are you smarter than Ben Brust? Kyle, Brust, and Norman live from American Family Field. I'm excited. I got great energy. We've been joined by a lot of great guests. Getting you ready for the wild card matchup tonight at 6:05. Kyle Wallace, the heartbeat of the show. Brad Nortman, six-time something, but 6-year NFL pro as a punter, and I have to say punter because I can't give you too much credit.
Yeah, that's fair.
And myself, Ben Brust, here alongside with you. And Brad posed a very interesting question, which you can find at KBN ESPN. If you could do one of these three things tonight at the Brewers game, what would you do? Throw out the first pitch, slide down Bernie's slide after a homer, or race in the sausage race. And I'll go to you guys. But if I'm throwing like Wade Miley on the first pitch now. Wade Miley.
And I want you guys to keep in mind.
But I'm not choosing that. I just wanted to say that.
This is for tonight's game. This is a playoff game that's going to be full of energy, packed crowd. This isn't like a noon game where people are still filtering in from tailgating in the beautiful Wisconsin summer.
Yeah.
This is electrifying type decision. So I got my answer.
Yeah.
But I want to hear from you guys first.
Yeah, so I think you said it just like Rick said it. The regular season, you have the highs and the lows, but like you said tonight, it's going to be loud. It's going to be packed. It's going to be electric. It's going to be energy that you feel all throughout the city of Milwaukee as baseball, playoff baseball is back in Milwaukee. And the one thing I want to do is I've always wanted to get in one of them little suits and run around, but here's the problem. The older I got, the less I wanted to do it because it's all about winning. And I'd be danged if I'm running that suit and I'm losing to somebody who can run faster than me. So I want to get out on that mound, and I want to act like Corbin Burns and get in the stands. I'm going to go all the way, and I'm going to throw the first pitch. That's what I want. It's a dream of mine to throw out the first pitch. That's what I want to do. I ain't going to do it like 50 Cent. I'm going to really throw it really, really well. I'll be ready to go and show that I could have been a baseball player.
I've thrown out the first pitch at American Family Field. Just wanted to say that.
Oh, wow.
You've done it?
Yeah, I've done it.
For what? How? What did you do to earn that?
2014 Final Four.
But you didn't win anything.
You go to the Final Four, good things happen.
Yeah, that's the problem. Low expectations. That's too low expectations. You should win. You should win the championship.
I don't disagree, but I ain't going to say no. I'll tell you that much. You said no? Exactly.
We got the batting practice guy about halfway. Did you throw it halfway, Ben, or did you get to the mound and throw it all the way from the mound?
I was out there, but I sailed mine. It didn't go over the head, but you had to get out of the catcher's position.
See, there's a risk in throwing that first pitch.
No, I want to do it.
If you're going to throw the first pitch, either throw a strike down the middle or do so bad that you go viral.
No, I'm trying to throw a strike. I'm telling you, I'm ready to go. I'm going to throw some 40 miles per hour right down the middle. 40 right down the middle,
I can run faster to home plate.
Well, it's about getting it down there, not embarrassing yourself in front of all these beautiful fans here.
All right, so Kyle's thrown out the first pitch. Since I've already thrown out the first pitch.
Oh, excuse us.
This is ridiculous. This man, let me just tell you, all the little drops. Chris, you need to get about 100 of those. The stories we had to hear. He popped more than a few. He just popped one here in the break. Oh, I should have got this person to call it. Look who just texted me. Get the hell up out of here.
All right. So I was here on Friday. If you want me to get into another douche, I was in a suite.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah, douche.
I don't like this guy anymore.
No, and so I was very fortunate. I was invited by somebody, and I play the 50-50 every time, no matter what. Like, it's just something I have to do, and then I go to Potawatomi afterwards because that's like the routine. You go to a Brewers game, you go to Potto Sportsbook, or to the Potawatomi hotel or casino hotel. And so I didn't win 50-50, otherwise you would have heard about it by now. And then it became the sausage race. Who are you going to bet on? And then people just started shouting out their sausage. And so I shouted out chorizo. I wanted chorizo for 20. And then somebody else took this, that, the other thing. I won $20 on chorizo. So I would choose to race in the sausage race for anyone that bets the sausage race like a degenerate like I bet on Friday, because I would run my heart out to make sure that I win the sausage race for anyone betting on whatever sausage I land on.
It's a good choice. But how do you feel about the act of running in it?
I'm fine.
You don't think that
I'm sure it's hard.
Or
tripping
and falling?
Quick steps. If I fall, I fall. Get right back up. Boom, boom, pop up. I know
Okay.
it's not that easy. It's pretty heavy, I'm sure, in those. But I would give it my all for this.
Okay, that's a good choice. As I look at it, and we are here at X Golf, and honestly, like 5 feet from us is where Bernie ends his slide.
Yes, it is.
And
yes,
guys,
it is.
I'm starting to get used to this view out here. Like, this
beautiful.
is pretty great. And so I was thinking about it. I'm glad we each chose something different from the start. I was going to be hanging out with Bernie in the chalet, which when we talk about the chalet.
Listen, tomato. You
Yeah.
can say whatever you want.
In the chalet, and think about that though. That's a rare invite. I mean, how few people have gotten the invite to be
we
in
should
the
ask
Bernie
Rick to go up
chalet?
there.
Well, we did. I don't know if he would have let you because somebody did break their arm sliding down at somebody of the opposing team's
Yeah, I think
TV.
a Dodgers
the Dodgers.
guy.
Yeah, she got excited, went down the slide. So you probably have to sign a waiver if old president of baseball operations Rick Schlesinger is going to let you go down that, Kyle.
I'm more than happy to sign a waiver. I think I'm a little bit more athletic than that 50-year-old who slid down the slide and broke his arm. I don't know how that's possible.
Last time I checked, Brad Nortman knocked you out of the playoffs because you weren't on the field.
Yeah, I mean, okay. Thanks for taking shots. He is a douche today. I mean,
no doubt about it.
Boy, oh boy, he's getting on my nerves.
800-990-3776. Also on Twitter at KBN. If you had the choice of sliding down the slide, throwing out the first pitch, or racing in the sausage race, which would you do tonight's game? Very early, 100 votes in. Very tight race, no pun intended. Slide down the slide, 32%. First pitch, 40%, and sausage race, 28%. So that is a close race. Now, we'll continue to monitor that, 800-990-3776. Man, they got some good stuff here. Now, this is a tough question because the slide is really cool.
Well, think about how electric that would be with a playoff home run. And honestly, I will say this for listeners of the show.
Because you said tonight.
Tonight.
It's not just any other night.
That would be electric. But as I'm up here now and we look up at Bernie's thing, guys, those are like, let's see through metal, right? Like it is metal that's separated.
Are you getting scared? Where are the stairs at? How do I get up there?
I admitted
right there. Oh man, those stairs are not looking good.
I've gained a fear of heights in my older age.
That's right.
And so I'm looking at that now. I would still do it because it's once in a lifetime, and to go down that slide with a Brewer home run during the playoffs, I would do it. But I'm seeing about a half inch of light between each little metal rail that Bernie stands on. That dude's a G for standing up there for 9 innings.
Especially in a costume as well.
Yeah.
On Twitter at KBN, the answer, the reply we have here from Jason, Mad Penguin 84. I'd pick Bernie slide because that means the Brewers would have hit a home run, and there's the double whammy there. You throw out a good first pitch, doesn't matter. Throw out a bad first pitch, maybe you a viral. How committed to this team?
See, I'm committed because you know what? I know when I get on
it's your dream.
No. I'm going to walk out there and get everybody hyped up. I'm going to do the Hulk Hogan and get everybody loud and ready to go. I'm going to throw the first pitch. It's going to be good. I'm going to celebrate. I'm going to slap hands with Christian. I'm going to slap hands with Sal. I'm going to slap hands with Brandon even though he can't lift his arm up right now.
Don't slap his hand.
The other hand. We going to get hyped up. The crowd's going to get hyped up. And the Brewers would win this game to go up 1-0 in this series.
Oh, there's your guy Yelly right now.
There it goes,
I'm
Christian.
looking at him in left
Throw
field.
me the ball, Christian. Come on.
Don't do that. There's a window right in front of us. 800-990-3776. If you could pick one of the three things to do First pitch, slide down, Bernie slide, or participate in the sausage race. Which would you do? Man, we are getting as close as can be. Bernie slide is inching forward towards the first pitch. Right now, racing the sausage race, it's in last. People aren't for the entertainment of others. They are self-serving. The first pitch, the slide. I'm for the people. That's why I chose the sausage race.
So what sausage costume would you put on?
Well, because I won $20 on chorizo last Friday, I would do chorizo
gosh.
this time. Got a big hat.
You have a
might be aerodynamic.
You worried about big hats and aerodynamic. I'm worried about big gambling problem here. We're betting on sausages. There's people in the costumes. They
Exactly.
They know that they're being gambled on and bet on.
Everything's being bet on at this point in the world. Everything is. 800-990-3776. Also at KBN, ESPN. Got to give a shout out to my great friends at Palermo's Pizza just down the road from here. It's so screaming good, baby. 2.5 feet of cheese in that stuffed crust. I'm stuffed pizza. Look, it's Wisconsin-made. Whole milk mozzarella cheese sourced right here from Wisconsin. The secret tomato recipe sauce that we all know and love. They have supreme, pepperoni, sausage pep, cheese. Those are just the 2.5 feet of stuffed crust cheese options. I've had a ton of tavern-style pizzas. They have the thin and crispies. But the original Screamins', those ones just got me hooked from the beginning. Bestie's Revenge, which is all the cheese in the world, the holy pepperoni, it speaks for itself, the mother of meat, Supremus Maximus, the Mambo Italiano. Mambo. Chris, you're getting better, baby. Find your screaming pleasure at your local grocer's freezer. Matt LaFleur on the Rich Eisen show earlier today made some intriguing comments. We'll visit those and then also taste some delicious food from the head chef of American Family Field next on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, presented by Bud Light.
Teammates that I have, they sat there and they're like, oh, that's a nice shirt. And one of the people said, but Kyle, why don't you wear undershirts? I can see your nipples. And I said, you need to stop looking at my nipples because that's an HR issue.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
The biggest pro football contests in Vegas are back and bigger than ever with $14 million in guaranteed prizes only at Circus Sports. Enter in Nevada, play from anywhere. 2 ways to win and no rake. Play Circa Million, where you make 5 picks against the spread each week with 100% payback. Or join Circus Survivor, where you select one team each week straight up. Last the longest to win it all. $14 million in guaranteed prizes. Visit circusports.com for details.
Ben Brust here to tell you about the Princeton Club. I joined the Princeton Club because I was looking for a place I could invest in my health, and the environment and the community I have felt has made it so easy for me to incorporate it into my everyday life. It doesn't matter where you're at in your fitness journey because they have something to offer everyone. It also goes beyond fitness. From the moment you walk in the club to the moment you walk out, there is a togetherness felt throughout the members and staff that keeps you going for your better tomorrow. Don't wait any longer and get started on your fitness journey today at PrincetonClub.net. That's PrincetonClub.net.
Let's get the latest from Lambeau.
The standards have been set, and quarterbacks that have been here before us, and you're trying to continue to raise your game until you get to that bar.
This is your Green and Gold Fix on 100.5 ESPN.
You're going to evolve throughout the course of the season. It's always the fine line of what's too much.
This Green and Gold Fix is driven by Metro Ford.
The Packers' run defense now ranks second to last in the NFL, allowing 155 rushing yards per game. Last year, things weren't much better for Green Bay as it ranked 26th in the league in guarding against the run. After giving them 211 yards on the ground in a Week 4 loss to the Lions, head coach Matt LaFleur suggested the defense must start doing things differently.
Trust me, we're looking at everything. It's all of us in it together, myself, our defensive staff, just looking at, some of the opponents we played and how are they trying to stop the run. You always got to look at different ways.
The 2-2 Packers look to get their run D back on track Monday night when they visit the 1-3 Las Vegas Raiders. Kickoff from Allegiant Stadium is at 7:15.
Purchase, finance, or service a new or pre-owned Ford at Metro Ford of Madison on the east side today.
John Hayes for Goodman's Jewelers. As we celebrate 90 years of serving the Madison area, to commemorate this occasion, we'll be giving away a .90 carat lab-grown diamond to one lucky customer. You can register to win at our store at 220 State Street or find us on Facebook or Instagram for your chance to enter the contest. Throughout October, we'll have a flash sale and other days when you can save up to 30% on some of our most coveted jewelry styles. 90 years in business is a long time. Help us make more timeless moments for you, our loyal customers. John Hayes for Goodman's Jewelers. Help us celebrate 90 years in business. In October, we'll have a flash sale and you can save up to 30% on selected jewelry styles. Visit us at 220 State Street or find us on Facebook or Instagram for your chance to win a .90 carat lab-grown diamond. John Hayes for Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison since 1933. Yes, 1933. That's 90 years. Help us celebrate and make more timeless moments.
The best is at Goodman's.
Hi, I'm Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock with Retirement Income Strategies. And what sets us apart is we're an independent, family-run office. We help clients like you understand the financial world and build a portfolio that's in your best interest. To learn more, go to MadisonMoneyGuy.com.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain cold refreshment made to chill. 2020 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Hi, I'm Connie Britton. I support Feeding America because they help provide over 6 billion meals to people in need each year. Learn more at feedingamerica.org. Feeding America, 200 food banks strong.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Live from American Family Field in X-Golf, this is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. Gosh, I'm getting more excited by the moment. Wild card starts tonight. Christian Yelich chatting it up. We got Corbin Carroll out here. Again, I watched way too much baseball or bet on too much baseball. Hey, Christian, nice play. Talking to a Diamondbacks player. Then was like, ball coming. Made the play. Like that, need that. As they're taking BP here, we got a great view. Getting you ready for everything tonight. But as we are going to be tasting food from the head chef of American Family Field next, I do want to hear from Matt LaFleur earlier on the Rich Eisen show, as I just thought this – Matt LaFleur has been having some interesting exchanges when talking to media, and it's fun to break down.
Has there been any moment in a game at all on the sideline in any of the meetings that you're referring to where he said something or did something, you're like, oh, he got that from Rodgers? Anything? Anything? Matt?
Nothing comes to mind.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. Nothing. He didn't pick anything. And I know he's different, but I mean, he must have picked something up from 12 over his time.
Man,
you know?
he's picked up. He's learned a lot from Aaron, just in terms of just
Cut
how
it, Chris.
to
Cut it, Chris.
go up.
What a tone change, right? Like, oh, ha, ha, ha. Oh, yeah. He's picked up a bunch. I mean, Brad, you've made it clear to us that you're always intrigued by the way Matt's handled himself on the podium, and he can be a reflection of the way his players, kind of act on the field. What's your reaction to that? And we can listen to the whole clip if you need.
No, I mean, all Matt basically said then was his cadence, right? Was that something he could pick up from 12? But man, I don't know. This surprised me. It was kind of awkward if you watch it, right? It was an immediate laugh. Like, what a wild question you just asked me. I thought that was a really fair question. If anything, I thought that was a softball question to promote Jordan Love. I mean, look, for however we all might feel about Aaron Rodgers, the dude could sling a football, and he's a first ballot Hall of Famer, unbelievable. When I see Jordan Love play, I see some of what Aaron Rodgers used to do. Now, not a lot, trust me. I mean, he has a long way to go to be Aaron Rodgers. But some of the way that he even does, like, handoffs, selling the play-action fake, and the way he slings the ball sometimes. I mean, you've seen
sidearmish.
Yeah, you've seen enough where you kind of put them back, like, next to one another, and it looks weirdly similar. So I thought that was a pretty softball question for Matt LaFleur to say, oh, yeah, some of his mechanics have been proved because of Aaron Rodgers, and even the way he watches film and the way he, whatever. I mean, there could have been a lot of things to go there, but he sort of laughed at it and said nothing. So I don't know if he misunderstood the question or if he understood it, and there's really not that much he got from Aaron Rodgers, which is concerning to me. That would be concerning.
Yeah, and Chris, I did cut him off because I just hearing that was fascinating to me. If you could, let's hit the clip with Matt LaFleur with Rich Eisen.
In a game at all on the sideline in any of the meetings that you're referring to where he said something or did something, you're like, oh, he got that from Rodgers? Anything? Anything? Matt?
Nothing comes to mind.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. Nothing. You didn't pick anything. I know he's different, but I mean, he must have picked something up from 12 over his time.
Man,
you know?
he's picked up. He's learned a lot from Aaron, just in terms of just how to go about preparing for a game. I think one area that, and Aaron's the best at this, is the cadence. And I've seen Jordan's cadence get better and better and better. Matter of fact, it's we got to have a little bit more discipline on the offensive line because he's drawn our own guys offsides a few times.
Is that right?
Yeah, that Matt LaFleur on the Rich Eisen show. And again, to me, after what you had said, Brad, like, that is a little bit alarming to me that if the only thing that Jordan Love has picked up from Aaron Rodgers is his cadence, right? Like, Aaron Rodgers, like you said, is a first ballot Hall of Famer. Like, Aaron Rodgers in a film room has been known to be a savant in picking up tendencies of defenses, right? Like that's like you said, that's a softball question to be like, yeah, he spent 4 years behind Aaron Rodgers and he's better off for it. But because there's so much like animosity towards Aaron, like amongst like everyone in Green Bay right now, his name like turned Matt LaFleur off. And then when Rich was like, this feels like a fair question to ask, he was like, oh yeah, the cadence.
You're overblowing this, okay?
All right, Packers. Green and gold.
Here's the
all
thing.
Right, green and gold goggles.
It's time to move on, okay? We are now in week 5, and we're still asking Matt about a quarterback that is no longer part of this organization. He's not under contract by this organization. He already got paid his money. I'm assuming he already got paid the money they're going to pay him, whatever's on the dead cap, so he's fine. So the whole thing with Matt LaFleur is let's focus on the greatness of Jordan. Let's not compare him to Aaron Rodgers. Let's just move on. He doesn't need to
There's
do
no
any
comparison
Yeah,
there.
but he asked him. Well, it's not a comparison, but he still put him in the same sentence. He's past all that. We are going into week 5 where we're focused on the Las Vegas Raiders. We're not focused on trying to figure out where Jordan got. There's been conversations about Jordan talking about what he learned from Aaron Rodgers in the past. If Rich Eisen has those questions, go back and listen to the tape. We're not here to talk about that. Let's move forward. That's why he laughed it off at first, and then Rich Eisen pressed him. He said, well, he gave the nice, simple, the cadence, and, this and that. Let's just move on. Let's just move on. Aaron Rodgers
sound like Matt LaFleur.
Yeah,
Jeez,
because
holy cow.
Aaron Rodgers is not a Green Bay Packer. There is nothing that he does that impacts the season. He's not playing. So the fact that he's not playing, we already know we're going to get a second-round pick. What is the attachment to Aaron Rodgers to the Green Bay Packers for the 2023 NFL season?
But don't you think this was an easy opportunity to put everybody in a good light?
He's done it before in the past. How many times?
Matt?
He's taught. I'm sure. Listen.
He didn't talk very nice about Aaron to me when I asked him for an autograph.
He signed it, though. He smiled and he signed it.
He could have smiled and gave a PC answer to Rich Eisen.
It could have been such an easy answer.
He's already talked about the things the comparison between Jordan Love and the comparison with Aaron Rodgers. He's talked about that in the
You're
past.
acting as if
There's
no one
reason-
compared Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers the year after Brett Favre
we don't have
was
to
gone.
do it week 5. Let's move on. Let's focus
I
on the
think
season.
that Rich
Let's
Eisen
talk
was
about-
trying to speak in Jordan Love in a positive light.
Jordan Love-
and Matt LaFleur's the one who took it in a way that felt weird. And you will do anything to protect your green and gold.
Jordan Love has looked really great this season.
Oh my God!
Let me just finish. How special is it to be able to have Jordan Love after you had a great quarterback like Aaron Rodgers? Now we're focusing on just speaking about Jordan Love. We're not going to put in, did he learn anything from Aaron Rodgers? And kick rocks, Aaron. That's all I got to say. Aaron can kick rocks.
Hold on. Okay, I'm a Love guy. I've eaten my full cookie. I've said I think he is the future of the franchise. Will he ever be Aaron Rodgers? I doubt it. Who knows? But I think he is a franchise quarterback for what that means. Is it concerning to you at all that Matt LaFleur didn't answer this with more like, oh, yeah, he's a way better quarterback. Haven't you seen the growth from when we drafted him till now? He picks up all this other stuff from Aaron Rodgers.
We can talk about growth, but he specifically had to bring up Aaron Rodgers. We don't need to bring up Aaron. How long are we going to talk about Aaron Rodgers? For real, when is it acceptable to leave Aaron Rodgers out the conversation for our young quarterback?
He's the most polarizing figure outside of Taylor Swift.
We don't want. Listen, in Green Bay, they don't need to talk about Aaron. Aaron is in the past.
That's because you literally can't talk about it without getting upset. Oh my goodness!
players on the roster.
He didn't hurt you.
There's players on the roster that never were teammates of Aaron Rodgers. There are players who are making impact this year because Aaron Rodgers is gone. And so let's just move on from Aaron. Let's focus on the guys that we have on the field. Let's ask about David Bakhtiari. Let's ask about Elton Jenkins. Let's ask about Aaron Jones. Let's ask about A.J. Dillon.
From a Hall of Famer. That's literally all that was asked.
I didn't say it was a bad thing, but let's move on. It's in the past. How long are we going to talk about the past? Let it go. Let it go.
I think you need to let it go because it was a simple question.
I think we scratched a little something.
No, I'm just, we can move on. I just think for Matt, he just wants to move on. He probably laughed it off like, here we go again with this bull. What did they say? Bull malarkey?
Bull junk.
Bull junk.
Yeah,
that's what Prime said. Let's move on from this bull junk.
I love that word, dude. Bull junk.
800-990-3776. We struck a nerve with the heartbeat of the show. Kyle Wallace's heart is beating faster than I expected over a simple Rich Eisen question to Matt LaFleur. But now I know why he's on Matt LaFleur's staff. That's Kyle Wallace getting paid on the side. Simple question about
staff. You don't want me on the staff. Me and Joe Barry would have been there, had a conversation.
now you. I thought the defense was amazing. Now you want to have a conversation?
I would say, Joe, you better get together, Joe. We ain't did it, Joe. We ain't did it.
You know what it is, Brad?
What's that?
Kyle's hangry.
I am hangry. And I cleansed myself out 2 hours ago. I ain't had nothing since.
Well, before we get to our wonderful chef at American Family Field coming up next, Kyle Wallace is going to tell us about how smart our facilities are and where we work. It's amazing. They make it seamless for us. I wish Kyle was as smart as Smart Space.
I wish I was as smart as Smart Space. And let me tell you, I had meetings all day today from 8:30 all the way up until 1 o'clock when I left the building. And those meetings were seamless. They were great because the technology that I got to use was fantastic. And you know what? It's a virtual world. And you know what? If you like it or not, your company has to navigate it like us here at GKB. But that doesn't mean the journey has to be painful. My journey today was very easy because we had a space that was smarter, it was technologically integrated, and it was able to perform beautifully all morning long, all the different meetings that I had. And that is because we have smart spaces. In smart spaces, those dreams of having an easy day with technology become a reality. Smart spaces will get you the right technology for the right reasons. And what I love about them is they have a listen first culture, and they'll learn the business needs. Yes, they'll learn your business needs and provide seamless solutions for your office. Improve your business today at smartspaceswi.com. That is smartspaceswi.com.
The executive chef of American Family Field, Lauren, joins us next with some great delicious treats. Tell you all about it next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, presented by Bud Light.
I'm not taking any credence to the guy kicking it 45, 50 yards down the field.
Nothing wrong with the 40-yard.
Sounds like the specialists were on the same page.
No, he was in the locker room.
Yeah, I'm sure Brad Nortman and Cam Newton were yapping it up together.
Hey, we have same page, bro. On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
You, rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Alex Strofe.
Varsity on Wisconsin On Demand is home to all the latest and best Badgers content on ESPN Wisconsin. Subscribe on Apple, Spotify, Wisconsin On Demand, and wherever you get your podcasts. The Wisconsin volleyball team remains perfect and ranked #1 in the country following another sweep on Sunday against Michigan. The Badgers still have not dropped a set in Big Ten play, a perfect 4-0 record, to complement their overall 13-0 record on the season. Head coach Kelly Sheffield.
You start seeing teams that are able to kick it in another gear and teams that start getting worn down a little bit during this time of the year. And so, yeah, I always enjoy seeing what our team starts doing as we start getting into October.
Badger Minutes on ESPN Wisconsin are brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Schedule an appointment online today at PellaWI.com.
The countdown is on to Fill the Hill. That's right, Fill the Hill is coming back to UW-Madison during homecoming week. For 24 hours, starting Thursday, October 5th at 5 p.m., every gift given to UW-Madison will add one pink flamingo to the flock on Bascom Hill. On October 5th and 6th, go to UWFlamingos.com to help turn Bascom Hill pink and pass on the power of a UW-Madison education to future Badgers. Don't forget, that's UWFlamingos.com.
Hey, it's Hunter Vaughn. ESPN Madison and Zimbrick Honda are celebrating the area's best high school sports stories with the Game Changers of the Month. Follow ESPN Madison on social media to see teams making an impact in their community. Nominate your local team today at ESPNMadisonGameChangers.com.
Since J&K Security Solutions opened in 1987, our attention to detail and customer service have been our strongest assets. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. We'll always do our best to find the most efficient and cost-effective solution to every job we tackle. Whether it's security for your home or business, installing video surveillance, or being able to control your garage doors from your phone, we can help you feel empowered with simple and user-friendly technology. Let's work together to secure your home or business. jksecurity.com.
Hey, Drew Scott here, and I'm Jonathan Scott, reminding you that life's better with a home policy from American Family Insurance. They can help you get just the right protection at just the right price and help you save when you bundle home and auto. Kind of like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. It'll be just right for you. We love a custom build. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
The best quality roofs, siding, windows, and doors, expertly installed and at an affordable price. Hi, this is Bo from Ridgetop Exteriors. We're the trusted local experts you can count on for your home exterior projects. There's a reason so many customers recommend us after we help with their projects. Go to ridgetopexteriors.com for a free estimate.
What's up? It's Stacy Bruner from Bruner Realty. Today's housing market can be tough to navigate. Let me and my staff of hardworking agents go to bat for you when it's time to buy or sell a home.
Hey, it's Jesse Nelson. Stacy led my wife Becca and I through our entire home buying process. He was incredibly helpful, a fantastic communicator, and from start to finish helped inform and guide us as first-time home buyers.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a home,
and you want the best experience possible,
contact us at BrunerRealtyInc.com. Bruner Realty, homes to appreciate.
Liberty Station American Tavern and Smokehouse isn't just a barbecue restaurant. Fish fry, walleye, and vegetarian options are available, and they have a menu that's sure to please everyone. Liberty Station smokes their meats daily with a 1,000-gallon custom smoker, giving you the freshest experience possible. Enjoy happy hour with daily discounts on both food and drinks at their large bar with 20 draft taps and multiple TVs to watch the big game. Be sure to check out their sprawling patio with an indoor and outdoor porch area too. Liberty Station off the Beltline on Rimrock Road.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Oh, it just gets better and better at American Family Field, live from X Golf. It's Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, presented by the official beer of the NFL, Bud Light. We've had lots of guests, but I'd say nobody has lit up more than Brad Nortman and Kyle Wallace. Do, Kyle? Yeah, there's that crunch. We have our guy Lauren of the American Family Field, executive chef. I mean, we are in great company. I heard Top Chef was here. They get you on it?
Top Chef was here?
Yeah, they were in Milwaukee. I don't know.
They were in Milwaukee. Yeah.
I know. I'm just saying after having what we have here,
would have showed them how to do a couple things.
Yeah. So you just told us the secret, and I want to let the KBN Nation know the secret because it's very hard to get this type of food. But if you have some regular tickets, you just got to be the first 200 into the barrel yard.
That's right. Yeah. So barrel yard has about 400 seats in total. About 200 of those seats are manifested, meaning they're ticketed tables on the home run deck and in the brew room and the bullpen deck. But if you have a terrace level ticket or a loge level ticket or a field level ticket, and you get here at gates, you can get right into the barrel yard. There's normally a line, but first come first serve for about 150 guests.
I'm like rat race with this one. Gates open, I'm running right to the barrel yard because what have we devoured? We've been on stream on YouTube. You can check us out there, also on Twitter at ESPN Milwaukee. We were chowing down during the break. What we got here?
Yeah, so we have some prime rib nachos. Nachos are one of the few things that we don't have in the barrel yard. And really the whole goal of the barrel yard was to bring a new Northwoods kitchen, kind of supper club inspired. And nothing says supper club and Northwoods like prime ribs.
Yeah.
So we have an amazing prime rib sandwich in the restaurant. So we took that same prime rib, we threw it on some nacho chips with some smoked Gouda cheese, mild cheddar cheese, some jardinera, which is like a pickled peppers and vegetables.
That was my favorite part.
Yeah.
I love jardinere hot, but the way the mild jardinere played with the prime rib, with the crunch, with everything that you just explained, muy bien.
Well, gracias. You have a little bit of horseradish cream too, right? So you almost have your relish tray, your horseradish cream.
That's what I tasted. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So it's the horseradish.
You mean crunching?
I was crunching on it. I want
there's
more.
A few more. Go for it.
I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, that's going to be one of our 3 wild card specials. So that's barrel yard specific. For all of our guests who just have traditional seats and on our concourses, make sure you walk field level. We have 3 chicken stands. We have a chicken stand on third baseline, first baseline, and right behind home plate. And we're doing a Johnsonville hot chicken sausage. So we're basically taking a jalapeno cheddar
Not good
chicken
for his
sausage.
tummy, but I bet he likes it.
But we're deep frying it. We're dunking it in a hot Nashville sauce, and then that's topped with dill pickle slices and a red cabbage coleslaw. So you get a lot of heat, you get acidity, you get sweetness in the coleslaw.
See, you know what I love about this is the fact that we're talking about what we can or can't put on a brat or on top of sausage or anything like that, and he's deep frying in some Nashville hot sauce.
Nashville hot.
See, that's why
deep frying in the sauce?
No, we don't deep fry it in the sauce. We deep
But
fry it,
it's
then
the
we
taste.
It's amazing.
Exactly. It tastes. It has that Nashville hot type taste to it, just like that Nashville hot type sauce that you can get. So yes, you can put anything on our dog.
What's your
right?
price? You know, are you ready to be a personal chef?
Yeah,
or,
I'm not. I don't know. They pay me pretty well here.
all right.
I see you got the postseason.
Yeah, we got some
the
postseason
new
jackets.
swag. Yeah.
The coolest thing about him is that mustache, man. That thing is curling nice.
You got to be on brand, man.
Yes, it's wonderful.
The Raleigh fingers in the kitchen.
There you go.
Hey, as we're joined by Lauren here, the executive chef of American Family Field. He told you all about what you got to be looking for the wild card round, and that's those chicken stands.
The chicken stands.
Anything
and then
else?
Yeah, there's one other special at the grilled cheese stand, section 129, and we're doing a Wisconsin cheesesteak. You know, we wanted to kind of play on some other teams. Philly cheesesteak is ribeye. We're actually using bratwurst, so we're taking the brats, we're slicing them super thin, and then those get coated in a Sargento creamery cheddar whiz, roasted peppers and onions. That's on a traditional hoagie. So it's a Wisconsin
How come
play.
you didn't bring those?
I got to go downstairs right now and check it out, make sure it's all ready to rock and roll. We got gates in about 15 minutes, so you know it's great. We've got a whole bunch more specials lined up. You know, hoping to make a nice deep playoff run this year.
Yeah,
we got a great chance to do so, and really looking forward to. You know, it's going to be electric here tonight.
It is.
Everybody's super
and the
jacked.
food is going to be amazing. Everything's going to be amazing. The Brewers are minus 177 on the money line. I love it. They are favored. You got great food. Lauren, you said you had to run, and I know why now, because that stuff doesn't happen in a snap of a finger. So thank you for joining us here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Hey, thanks for having me.
I'm gonna go with you because we got.
Let's go.
Go ahead, Kyle. Go ahead, Kyle.
We got
The faux and faux hour doesn't need you. Oh yeah, that's a professional crunch.
Come on, let's go all crunch at the same time.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's get a crunch. 3, 2, 1. Oh baby, it's good.
Wow.
There he is. I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't be eating. I'm leaving the show.
Okay.
Lauren,
I'm leaving the show too. Hey, you guys have a great night. All right, thanks for having me.
Appreciate it.
So happy to have him to tell us all about what's going on around American Family Field. We're at X Golf. I'm chewing like an idiot right now. So somebody fill for me because I got to get Madison set up in a second.
Oh, so all right. Well, I guess we out of here. KBN Nation,
Not right now. I just need a second to chew.
I was
closing
say we're closing out the show. I'm not sure what we got going on, but. Yeah, no, the food is delicious here, and that's the one thing about going to the ballpark. It's a full experience. You know you get a chance to tailgate, but I highly suggest take the time. Definitely be one of those first in the gate to be able to go to the barrel yard to experience the game in a whole new way. We're here at X Golf, so being able to experience this. But in addition to that, having the great food and the great view from the barrel yard, and all you need is a terrace reserve level ticket to get in. That's the cheat code to be able to enjoy such a great view and a great food.
At KBN, ESPN, if you could do one of these 3 things tonight at the Brewers game, which would you choose? I think we're missing a 4th option. Let's try everything that Lauren's making at American Family Field. That's slide down Bernie slide. Throw out the first pitch or race in the sausage race. Right now, first pitch 42%, the slide 35%, and the sausage race is 24%. Keep those coming in. Any choice ends in injury and humiliation. Really? Does the first pitch end in that? No. Probably sausage race and slide definitely have the higher
I can see you
possibility.
throwing out your shoulder, right? I mean, you haven't done that in a long time.
That is a high
humiliation.
Yeah, that's a high possibility.
But humiliation may make you make it on TV. Like I said, if you either throw a dime in the middle of the catcher's mitt, or you throw it and you hit somebody. You know, you see the guy hitting the junk. You never seen the pitch that hit the guy in the junk?
I don't think so.
Oh man,
junk.
You got to watch some more.
Like Master Boney.
Yes. Chris, yeah. Well, you're so lame. Everyone loved that except you. Chris, get that up for me. This was our guy Jeff Levering in.
Do we have time?
Oh, we got time. We got time. I know how to run a clock. Chris, hit me with it.
Today's attendance sponsored by the All of Us Research Program Wisconsin. Attendance today 42,946. Another sellout. Mastrobuoni waits, junk deals.
It took today for us, after doing this yesterday, to describe to Kyle what Mastrobuoni was in reference to.
I didn't realize we had to replace bone with bait.
Oh, my goodness. And now he just talked the joke out.
I am sorry that I'm a wholesome young man. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for raising a good kid.
I love you, Madison. We are going to be on stream on ESPN Milwaukee. Rutledge and Hamilton up next in Madison. We'll be back in 2 minutes here on ESPN Milwaukee.
If you want a fresh twist on surf and turf, look no further than North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. Inspired by their time living in the Alaskan Gulf in southern Texas, owners Keith and Aaron brought together